Hey guys, today I wanted to do a review for the LYS Beauty, which also stands for Love Yourself Beauty. Their Triple Fix Translucent Setting Powder. Now this comes in 4 shades. I decided to pick up their Brilliance shade, which is a banana shade, so kind of supposed to be like a brightening kind of powder, but it is still really like translucent, but just has that like tint of yellow, which can be helpful for brightening. So a little bit about this product. So this retails for $18, which I think is a really great price point. I think it is much more affordable than a lot of other like conscious beauty brands can be. They tend to be on the pricier side, very similar to a lot of products that are available at Sephora. This brand is exclusive to Sephora. Of course, you can get it on the LYS Beauty website, but they don't sell it in any other stores besides Sephora. This comes in 4 shades. It comes in the shade Resilience, which is a translucent shade, Brilliance, which is a banana shade, Ambition, which is a medium/tan shade, and Loyalty, which is a dark/deep shade. So there are 4 shade options to choose from. I again chose the Brilliant shade, which is the banana shade, and this is described as a finely milled pressed translucent setting powder that blurs the look of pores and locks makeup in place and absorbs excess oil for a natural matte finish. So I am going to show you guys a demo of me applying this. I did do a full video of like testing out LYS Beauty if you guys want to hear my thoughts on all the products together and also seeing all of them being applied. But I'm going to insert a little demo here. So something that it says about this is that it is a talc-free and finely milled in texture. It's supposed to be an everyday powder that settles into pores without accentuating a texture or diminishing your skin's natural radiance. And I actually think that it does that. So even though it is a setting powder and setting powders tend to make your face look more matte, what I like about this one is that I still think that your like natural radiance kind of shows through. So it doesn't look like super matte, if that makes sense. But it still does help to set the makeup and make it so it doesn't look like you are like overly shiny. And I do think that it does help to set makeup in place, and it does last. It does help your makeup last well throughout the day. This shade in particular, Banana, it is still supposed to be a translucent powder, so it's not like you're obviously going to see yellow show up, which you wouldn't want, but it is supposed to be somewhat like brightening. I don't really know how brightening it really is, but I actually do really like this powder. I think that it is absolutely beautiful. I do think that it does kind of like blur the look of the skin. I don't think it accentuates texture, so that's something that I think is really great because sometimes powders can accentuate texture, and just makeup in general can do that. So if you are looking for a setting powder that isn't going to accentuate texture, I do think that this one is worth checking out. Obviously, products can work differently for everybody, but I think in general this does a really nice job of like blurring the skin, and I don't think it accentuates texture, at least not for me personally. This is also enriched with like skincare ingredients, which I think is really nice. It actually includes a niacinamide, which can be helpful for like reducing hyperpigmentation, the appearance of hyperpigmentation. Obviously, like within makeup, I don't really know how much that would do, like for like removing or reducing the appearance of hyperpigmentation, but I do think that it is cool that they like include ingredients like that in here, and skincare ingredients in the makeup. And it also has green tea extract in here. It's supposed to help give the skin that just applied look we all crave without any white cast or flashback. I do agree it doesn't like give any white cast, and in pictures too it doesn't give any flashback. This also includes sodium hyaluronate in here, which is like a form of hyaluronic acid. So that helps with giving the skin moisture. I mean, this is not moisturizing, it's still a powder. So it still does like absorb excess oils. It does say for oily skin types, it says use the baking method for mattifying effect and then to dust off any excess product. So you can get a more mattifying effect with this if you want. I personally feel that just using it regularly without using the baking method works fine for me. I also don't really like a super matte look, and that's something that I like about this, is that it's not going to leave your skin feeling like overly dry, and it's not gonna it's not just gonna like totally take away oils, I guess, if that makes sense. Like it still mattifies the look of the skin, but it doesn't, but like your natural radiance still shines through, I guess is what I'm trying to say, like they say it's supposed to do. And I do think that is very true. And I think the thing that I like the most about this is the fact that it does kind of give that like blurring to the skin. I mean, it's not like crazy blurring, but it is something that I can notice that I feel like it does. It's different than some other powders I've tried. And I do think that this does it doesn't accentuate texture. So that's another like main thing that I would say stands out to me. So if that is something that sounds good to you, maybe this would interest you. But yeah, overall, I do think it's a really great product. I would definitely be curious to actually just try their translucent version, their resilience version, which is their translucent version. And the reason I say that is just because that is just their plain translucent version. I think this one is fine. It works great. It just has that like slight hint of yellow to it, which honestly I don't think is like super obvious. Like I have it on right now. I don't think that it's obvious. So honestly, maybe there was not a huge difference between the banana version and the regular translucent version, but I think it's probably just a little bit more brightening than the translucent one is. So if you want a more brightening powder, maybe check out the Brilliance one, which is the banana one. But yeah, so that is it for today's video. I know it was pretty fast, but if you guys do have any questions about this powder, let me know. I'd be happy to help answer. I'd love to know if you guys have tried this product or anything else from LYS Beauty. I'd love to know your thoughts on them. If you guys are interested in checking this product out, I will have it listed and linked in the description box below. And if you guys do want to see even more content from me in the future, it would mean so much to me if you would go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Also, if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please let me know by giving me a thumbs up. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you all for my next video. Bye guys.